Several protesters yelled at the parents of Summer Wells as they worked on a home in the Edinburgh Park community of Kingsport.
It's scary. It's scary for sure. I mean, Candace was in tears and she was shaking and all that. She's scared.
The group heard yelling profanities at the parents and loudly claiming the parents had something to do with Summer's disappearance.
Let the police do their job. I mean, I feel that they're just making a mockery out of everything for their YouTube channel and personal gain. I don't think they pretend that they're all about Summer and they care about Summer, but I think otherwise.
But Wells says today was not the first time he's seen the protesters. From his front porch this weekend, several hundred feet from the road, he could hear protesters screaming over bullhorns.
You know, the protesters, been coming to our house probably 6 times in total and just making a mockery out of everything.
Are you afraid for your life?
Well, I mean, there at first it was very scary. It could be bad, it could be dangerous, it has been, but we just want to get back to normal.
Wells says the protesters' presence has been taxing.
I remember my stomach being in a knot just constantly, not being able to sleep, and if I did sleep, when I woke up, as soon as I wake up, first thing on my mind is Summer, where's Summer, and just begging God, just constantly, that was my baby, my little girl. She was always with me.
Wells keeps in contact with investigators, not giving up hope.
I even hear from people time to time where TBIs has contacted them because their cell phone happened to ping in the area. So I know that they're still working and they're still looking into things.
You could describe to people sort of what it's like to have your entire life scrutinized. Everything you say, everything you do, everywhere you go, someone is watching, someone is typing something on a computer screen or a cell phone screen. Can you explain to people who will be watching this what that's like?
Well, I mean, to go from having a certain amount of, you work all your life to build your reputation, and have you become reputable. People, your employers and stuff have a certain amount of respect for you because you do what you're going to say, and then to have that all undermined and people not trust you no more and talk down to you and stuff like that, and on the verge of losing your employment, or people that did have respect for you, all of a sudden are looking at you like, whoa, and questioning whether you should even be allowed to have any part of anything because of all the things said. It really hurts, it does. So your whole reputation's been undermined that you've worked for your whole life, so it can be bad.
Kingsport, Tennessee, WJHL. Don Wells, I know you're outside. I know you heard me. The words echoed across Ben Hill Road over the weekend as Don Wells stepped out onto his front porch to record the sounds of several protesters hundreds of yards away from his home. He filmed the same group of people calling out to him and his wife, Candace Bly Wells, yelling profanities and making accusations that the parents had something to do with the disappearance of their 5-year-old daughter, Summer Wells. The group went to the Wells workplace in the Edinburgh community of Kingsport Monday, heckling the couple for answers they believe only the parents have. It's scary for sure. I mean, Candace was in tears and she was shaking and all that. She was scared, Don Wells said. He said the group of protesters had been to his house 6 times before tracking down one of the job sites where he installs drywalling for a living. They come in and started banging on the garage door and all the windows and everything. And so I called my employer first, and then we called the police and then came out. So they had to step off the property, but they was out there making a big scene and everything. So my employer, for the builder's sake, for me to pull off the job, so I had to pull off the job, he said. The group yelled in videos recorded by Wells that they just want to help find Summer. Let the police do their job. I mean, I feel that they're just making a mockery out of everything for their YouTube channel and personal gain, Wells said. When asked if he was afraid for his life, Wells said he was fortunate to be surrounded by good people. There at first it was scary, but people, I don't know, it could be bad, it could be dangerous, it has been. But we just want to get back to normal and work on ourselves and just try to do right as much as possible, he said. He said he thanked the Kingsport Police Department for responding to the incident Monday. He said a female police officer even extended a hug. They really come through for us today here in Kingsport, and thank you so much. That hug that the woman gave us meant a lot to us. It really did. So thank you, he said. Wells said he has been looking for the silver lining lately. Considering all the hate and things coming our way, all the good positive things really make a difference for us, he said. Kingsport police confirmed that Wells filed a report following the incident in the Edinburgh community. The report is said to be available Tuesday. In videos taken by Wells at the construction site, protesters are seen asking him for an interview. Wells said he does not want them to twist his words, so he tries to stay away from them. But to him, Wells said, it's not about what's online, it's about finding his missing girl. I can call TBI at any time and talk to them, but I'm sure if they had anything, they would call me right away. I mean, they assure me when I call them that they're still working on the case. They're doing everything they can. They're still checking into things. And I even hear it from people time to time where TBI just contacted them because their cell phone happened to ping in the area. So I know that they're still working and they're still looking into things, he said. So to piggyback off of what Don just said about law enforcement, the TBI and Hawkins County Sheriff's Office doing everything that they can, and that he has an open line of communication with them, or feels that he does, where they would call him if they had found anything or if they had any information, and vice versa. He feels, in my opinion, from what he's describing, that he has full faith in law enforcement, and he's very, he seems pretty content with the work that they're doing. Whatever they are doing, we don't know, right? We don't know what law enforcement is doing. We don't know what they're not doing. All we can do is hope and pray they're doing everything that they can. I'll say it's safe to assume that if we feel this strongly for Summer, and all of us as creators have this deep, profound care for Summer and her being found, can you imagine what those working her case must feel like? I can't imagine. I really cannot imagine, because I know what her case has done to me, and all of the time, all of the researching, all of the hours, and I just can't imagine being on Summer's case and having to feel every day, are they going to find her? Are they not going to find her? We don't know what they know. And that's just the gravity of it. We as public we're very limited in what we are allowed to know. We know more than we should already because of the social media element, I believe. But back to why I have this pulled up, and I will link the missingkids.org down below in the description for you all. If you haven't seen it, I'll also put Summer's NamUs link down below in the description as well. This Amber Alert, to me, is proof that law enforcement was telling the truth when they said, we aren't giving up on Summer until we find her. Ronnie Lawson said these words in the very beginning, and so didn't Leslie Earhart, the TBI public information officer. I believe that this Amber Alert is proof of their words, and it's proof that they are not going to back down from their word. Summer has made it 7 months almost on the Amber Alert system. I don't think I've ever seen a child on the Amber Alert system for this long. So for that, I'm very thankful and grateful to them because they've kept her there, and it's so important. I watched Lena Keel come down off the Amber Alert within 3 weeks, and it broke my heart. And I've watched a lot of children come on and off the Amber Alert system, whether they've been found or located. Some of them aren't found and located, and they're already gone. Summer's still here. So when you are doubting them, and when you are feeling a little deflated, and you're feeling like they might not be doing everything that they can. I know a lot of people are talking about they think that Summer is going to turn into a cold case. Please don't rely so heavily on things that people are saying out in the ethernet. You know, a lot of people are saying she's going to turn into a cold case if we don't do this or if we don't do that or if we... No. I don't believe that for a second. I think that the wheels of justice spin very slowly, okay? And it's all in God's time, not ours. But I do want to just say, and I want to thank Zippity Doodah, because Zippity was in my Discord, and they actually, the reason I'm bringing this up is really because of them. They had posted in my Discord earlier last night saying that they felt really sad that Summer was still there. And I had to really, I looked at the post and I looked at Zippity Doodah's words and I said, no, we have to be grateful she's still there. And it's a good thing she's still there. Of course, I know exactly what they meant when they said it was so sad. Of course it's sad. It's devastatingly sad. We want Summer to be found. But the whole reason for me bringing this up really was because of Zip and what they had posted tonight. And I've been seeing a lot of people making comments about how they're not doing enough, TBI and FBI and law enforcement. And I don't think that I could feel comfortable saying that. I do believe this is staring us right in the face, and it's proof of what Ronnie Lawson and Leslie Earhart with the TBI were saying is true. They're not giving up on her. She's still on the Amber Alert. There was no vehicle description. Summer is very, very lucky to have been able to get up here on this website. And I really can't stress that enough. There are so many children that go missing that never, ever make it to NAMIS or even to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They just never make it there because there wasn't a vehicle or whatever reason. Summer didn't have a vehicle until June 26 when the TBI came forward and said there was a red Toyota Tacoma truck. We didn't have a vehicle description on, and that was just a witness, right? It wasn't, we saw her getting in or somebody put her in that vehicle. It's just a witness, a passerby that may have saw something. So Summer made it onto the Amber Alert system by the grace of God, thank God, and she's still there 7 months later. So just think about that when you're doubting law enforcement and you're worried that they're not doing enough. Go look at the Amber Alert and remind yourself she's still up there, and let it give you hope.